I'm coming back, and in today's video, please note that I'm doing this for English learner, of course, but for also the people who live outside of Vietnam or any foreigners who come to Vietnam and they may want to know more about Vietnam country, Vietnamese culture and people. Today I'm going to show you 5 things that are quite weird but happening every day in Vietnam. So now, at first, as I know before, in the US or UK, if a man sees his girlfriend or his fiancée in the wedding dress before the official wedding, it might be a bad luck. But in Vietnam it's very different. A groom and the bride often spend about 2 or 3 months preparing for their wedding, such as taking a lot of wedding photos or inviting beloveds and relations, and taking wedding photos before the official wedding is a must in Vietnamese culture, because in the official party and ceremony they often show all the weddings they have taken to the relations and their friends. Now, second things. In Vietnam, giving lucky money is quite common. As you may know, giving money to others might be a sensitive issue with other people in other countries. But in maybe China or Vietnam, giving money is quite a common way to express your kindness or your care for anyone. So, for example, in Vietnamese Lunar New Year, the elders often give lucky money to their children. The young often give lucky money to their elderly to wish them happy in their next year. But I don't even understand the connection between them here. Or even in a wedding, if you are invited to a wedding, you have to give lucky money to the groom and the bride to wish them to live happily ever after. Now coming to the third thing. Drinking beer, alcohol or wine is a way of expressing the degree of emotion in a relationship in Vietnam's culture. So, for example, if you drink more and more with a person such as your partner or your friends, it means that you are closer and closer to him. Okay, in business, everything can be well accomplished if you and your partner drink a lot of alcohol. So there is a famous saying in Vietnam say that all the successful businesses happen near a beer station. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about the fourth thing that is quite weird in Vietnamese culture. Burning incense sticks is a way of calling the dead spirits of the dead ancestor to come back to your family. It sounds a little bit horrifying, however, it is a way of expressing the spiritual and the religious beliefs, especially with the person who are following Buddhism. Okay, so now about the fifth thing that I want to share with you, calling names. Calling name is quite difficult and complex in Vietnamese because you have to compare about the relationship and the age of that person to you. For example, if I want to call the name of my teacher is Hương, I can go, "Hey Hương." I have to put the title in front of her name, like cô or thầy. Cô for a female teacher and thầy for male teacher, like Miss and Mr. in English. Okay, so next one. Okay, so with other people, how do we call them? You can rely on the age of you compared to that person to call them. Now, for example, anh, it means that older male friends. Chị, it means that older female friends. Or em, it means younger one. So, for example, with the person that have a kinship with you, it might be more complex. You have to put the title of that relationship in front of the name. So, for example, my aunt is Nga, so I always have to call her Aunt Nga. So, my uncle is Nam, I always have to call him Uncle Nam. That's it. So, I hope that in this video I can help you understand more about a relationship, the traditions, and the country Vietnam. I hope that I can meet you guys in the next videos. So remember to subscribe and like my video because I can give you more interesting things in the next videos. Bye bye!